Welcome to the Embodied Empath Podcast, the space where sensitive, intuitive women learn to regulate their nervous system, heal anxiety, and live with grounded confidence. I'm your host, Valerie Lundgren. Let's begin. Okay, so when was the last time you truly listened to your body? Not the mind and the chatter that's happening, but really listening, just stopping and listening. And have you ever asked your body, what are you trying to tell me? For so many years, I ignored mine. When I was living with panic attacks, anxiety, and agoraphobia, my body was screaming at me. My chest was tight, my stomach was in knots, I couldn't catch my breath, and I had headaches. My shoulders were constantly tense. I was not sleeping well. But instead of asking, what is my body trying to communicate? I just kept asking, how do I make it stop? How do I get rid of this? And looking back now, I realized something. My body wasn't trying to betray me. It was trying to save me. And I think that's true for so many women. Welcome back to the Embodied Empath Podcast. I'm Valerie, and today we're talking about how your body has been speaking to you all along and how learning its language completely changes the way you heal. So, I think one of the saddest things I hear from women is, I don't trust my body, or my body has failed me, or I hear like my body is working against me. Especially after years of anxiety, panic, autoimmune symptoms, perimenopause, chronic fatigue, the digestive issues, the pain. So it's understandable to feel frustrated. But what if we looked at it differently? What if your body isn't malfunctioning? What if it's communicating? Because your body has one primary job. It's to keep you alive. Everything it does, every symptom, every sensation, every reaction, it starts with one question. How do I protect her? So here's something fascinating. Your nervous system doesn't speak English. It speaks sensation. It speaks through the tightness and the warmth, the pressure, the expansion, the contraction, butterflies, a lump in your throat or a racing heart, the goosebumps, the tears. Goosebumps can tell you something inspires you, right? You get the goosebumps when you hear a really good singer or a song or a really good story. But a knot in your stomach can tell you something doesn't feel right. And tears can tell you something matters really deeply. And the fatigue can tell you your system has been carrying too much. The body is always communicating. So the question is, have we learned how to listen? There's an incredible concept in neuroscience. It's called interoception. Interoception is your brain's ability to sense and interpret what's happening inside your body. It's how we know you're thirsty or you're hungry, you're tired, your heart is racing, you're anxious, or you're calm. And one of the key areas involved in this process is in the insula. It's a region of the brain that helps integrate information from the body with your emotional experience. Healthy interoception allows you to notice subtle changes before they become overwhelming. But here's what often happens with chronic stress. Many women either become hyper aware of every sensation and interpret it as danger, or they become disconnected and stop noticing their body's signals altogether. Neither one is your fault. Both are just nervous system adaptations. So think about how many times you've heard things like, just push through, you're fine. Don't be so sensitive, just keep on going, rest later. Many of us learned that our body's signals were inconvenient, so we overrode them. We ignored them. We ignored that hunger or the exhaustion. We might have ignored that sadness or the tightness in the chest. We ignored the knots in the stomach. And we ignored that whisper until it became a scream. And then sometimes anxiety isn't your body's first message, it's the 10th. So let's take a look at this through a different lens. What if your symptoms are information? Not a diagnosis and not your identity, but information. If your shoulders are always tight, maybe your body is carrying too much responsibility. If your jaw is constantly clenched, maybe you're holding back words that need to be spoken. And if you're always exhausted, maybe your nervous system has been surviving for years without enough recovery. If your stomach is always upset, maybe your body is asking for safety before digestion. Now, I want to be really clear. I'm not saying that every physical symptom has only an emotional cause. Medical symptoms deserve proper evaluation and care. Our bodies can develop illness, hormone changes, injuries, and conditions that require medical treatment. But what I'm saying is this. Even when there is a medical condition, our nervous system influences how we experience it. Stress can increase the pain. Trauma can affect digestion. Chronic activation can impact sleep, inflammation, immune function, and hormone regulation. We don't have to choose between science and nervous system healing. They work beautifully together. So empaths kind of get lost in their body, it seems. And this is something I see all the time. Empaths become experts at reading everybody else's body. You notice when someone is sad or when someone is anxious. You also notice when there's that uncomfortableness or when they need support. But somewhere along the way, you stop noticing yourself. You're so attuned to everyone else's nervous system that you lose connection to your own. And healing asks us to gently reserve that. Not by caring less about others, but by becoming equally curious about ourselves. And when the nervous system is dysregulated, every sensation can feel alarming. A racing heart becomes, I'm having a panic attack. A flutter in your stomach becomes, something terrible is going to happen. But as your nervous system becomes more regulated, you begin asking different questions. Instead of, how do I make this stop? You ask, what is the sensation trying to tell me? That question changes everything. Because curiosity calms the nervous system. Judgment activates it. I remember during the years when panic ruled my life. If my heart raced, I panicked. If I got dizzy, I panicked. If I felt warm, I panicked. Every sensation became evidence that something was wrong. But as I began healing my nervous system, I started getting curious. And I started asking, what happened right before this? What am I feeling emotionally? What do I need? And slowly, my body stopped feeling like an enemy. It became my greatest teacher. And honestly, it still is. So now we're going to go into our somatic practice. And this practice is about listening to the body. Now, as a reminder, when we do our somatic practices, please make sure that you are in a comfortable, safe environment. No driving while we are doing a somatic practice together, okay? All right. So find your moment and let's go ahead and take this practice of connecting. So finding a comfortable place to sit, or you can lie down if you'd like. And if you want, you can close your eyes or just have a soft gaze. And take a slow breath in. And exhale. And bringing your attention to your body. Without trying to change anything, just simply notice. Where do you feel the most sensation? Your chest or your throat, your stomach, your shoulders, your jaw. Just notice where you're feeling the most sensation. And it could be lightness too. It doesn't have to be tension all the time. Now ask yourself, if this sensation had a message, what might it be trying to tell me? Don't try to force the answer, just let the message be. Maybe it's tired, I need rest, I need boundaries, I need to slow down, I need connection. Just ask. What does this sensation need me to know? What is it trying to tell me? Then take another slow breath in, placing one hand over your heart, and say, thank you for trying to protect me. One more breath again. And notice how different that feels from trying to fight your body. One of the greatest shifts you'll ever experience is when your relationship with your body changes. So instead of fearing it, you begin partnering with it. So instead of silencing it, you begin listening. And instead of fighting every sensation, you become curious. Because your body isn't trying to ruin your life, it's just trying to guide you back to it. So if you spent years feeling frustrated with your body, I hope that today's episode gives you permission to see it differently. Your body is not broken. It's incredibly intelligent. It's trying to protect you, communicating with you, loving you in the way it knew how. And maybe it's time to just stop asking, what's wrong with me? And start asking, what is my body trying to tell me today? So if this episode resonated with you, I'd love for you to share it with someone who has been struggling to trust their own body. Go ahead and subscribe so we can continue this journey together. And if you're ready to deepen your connection, you can visit my website, valerielundgren.co, to download your free nervous system guide and explore my coaching programs, guided meditations, and healing resources. Until next time, remember this: your body has never been the enemy. It has always been your oldest friend. Sometimes it just speaks a language that we've never been taught to understand. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you next week. If this episode supported you, share it with another empath who needs it. And if you're ready for deeper work, somatic coaching, nervous system healing, or my Embodied Reset program, just visit mindfulwellness.me. Your healing is not a solo journey. See you next week.